Okay, matrix, let's have a quick look. This was, I think, 2023 supplementary paper. So what they've given me is a pentagon over here. Told me the pentagon is 32. So they want us to draw the given top view, the complete front view, left view. So please remember, front view, top view, left view. So let's come along here. Okay, they tell me that it's 32. Okay. 32. Okay. All I've done is I've just bisected the line, drawn through there, that's just the middle. You can use your protractor to do this. I just enjoy doing the long way around. So, this also helps me find the middle of the pentagon a lot easier. It's again just a personal preference. Okay. Please remember from here up, so from here I'm going to measure my 10 up, and that's going to be the start of my front view and my left view. So by doing that, I can see that there's the center of my pentagon. Okay. Have that line going up, that line going up, that line going up, and the center of my pentagon also just going up. They tell me the height is 76. Just drawing the outline nice and dark. Nice and dark. So that gap there was 10, so I'm going to come along here, measure 10, and then I'm going to come here and 45 degrees. Dark for my outside. Okay. This one here, I know is going to be hidden detail. Okay. My middle line, I know something's happening there, so light. Now I've got this point, which is my furthest point. So I know there's also my interpenetration happening there. So I'm going to do that one light. And this one, again, is this point, is hidden detail. will notice I haven't drawn this one here dark because I know there's interpenetration happening there. Okay. 35, so 38 will be halfway. So 38 is halfway. Okay. They've told me that from my center, 30 degrees. So I've drawn 30 degrees. They've also told me 38 is then again just halfway, which is half of that. And then I've got my square, and I've got my square going on over here. They tell me that from my center down is 50. So if I come along, it's 50. Now remember that was 30 degrees, so this one is going to be 60. Okay. What I'm doing, I'm just moving my middle line lightly up so I know where everything is. Okay. They tell me that my circle is 34, so I know that is 17.
Hey, I just happen to be walking past now.
So I've just drawn two light circles, again, diameter 34 because they've told me over here that it's a square 34. So I'm going to come along here, auxiliary view, or tangent should I rather say, tangent and tangent. Two tangents create my auxiliary view. Okay, tells me it's dark. And this one is light. Okay. If you wanted to, you could come and just erase your construction if you wanted to. You don't have to. I'm just doing it so it's a bit neater for you to see on camera. Again, it's important to keep your construction nice and light. I'm just going to go over this part of my pentagon. It's very light. Here we go there. And there we go there. What I am going to do, nice and simple, draw up, draw up, draw up, and draw up. Now again, they've told me 30 degrees here. Can you see that? 30 degrees. So I'm going to come again. Tangent, tangent, and have that. Okay, that auxiliary view is not always needed. Okay, so I was interrupted yesterday and then the recording stopped. So I'm going to just carry on with it. So just to bring everyone up to speed, so we did the auxiliary view. Now I'm going to bring those lines lightly back in. Now, if I wanted to, I could have drawn this auxiliary view here and then just projected it that way. Either way, doesn't matter which way you did your auxiliary view. What I am going to do now quickly, just for measures, so we know which line is which, I'm going to quickly number. We're going to number at the bottom and bring it up to the top. Again, just with my green pencil or green pen, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 4, 2, 3. Now, please remember, this is just what works for me, okay? This is also just easiest for me. If your teacher has told you something different or something, remember your teacher is your teacher, so you have to listen to your teacher. Okay. So what I'm going to do, 1 and 1 is there, 2 and 2 is there, 3 and 3 is there, 4 and 4 is there. Okay. Now, I know IEB is writing today, DBE wrote yesterday, Sakai wrote the day before. So please remember, different examining bodies, different examining boards, Sakai and IEB and DBE, sorry, are pretty much the same. IEB is slightly different, but a drawing is a drawing. If you practice it, if you keep drawing it, it is always good. But the questions can change. So when looking for resources, which was a question that came up yesterday by a parent, I personally like to use old exam papers. So if I'm tutoring a DBE student, I will use old DBE papers. If I'm tutoring IEB students, I will use old IEB papers. It just helps. Okay. So having a look this way, 1 is at the back, so it's hidden detail. So I'm going to bring this up to 1. So over there is my 1. Okay, so remember that is hidden detail, so nice and simple, hidden detail it through. When it comes to resources and drawing, there are lots of drawing materials available. There are 4 drawing companies that I know of. I have used some of their books. Okay, got 3 here. I'm going to bring 3 up lightly. It is always good to have practice. So even though the wording of the question might change, stuff like that, drawing practice is drawing practice. It's always important to practice. 2, I'm going to bring it up there. So please remember, using drawing books, whether it's DBE or IEB, drawing practice is always good. It's like sports. You can't participate if you're not fit. So you've got to be drawing fit. So there are, like I said, I know of 4 companies that produce drawing books and stuff. Use them. I just personally, I like old exam papers. It's a personal thing. So, yeah. Okay. Now we've quickly gone 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. I'm now going to just bring these lines also through here. So I know it was a bit of a ramble about resources and stuff. People were asking what is better to use. I personally, nothing wrong with any of the drawing books out there. I just prefer to use old exam papers. Okay. What we're going to now start doing is projecting all the pieces inside. So I know 2 and 4 have blocked off this line. So this line is going to go dark, and then there's also going to be hidden detail for where we're going to see that. So what I'm going to do, it touches between 1 and 4, over here and over here. So I'm going to take 1 and 4, or sorry, 1 and 2. I'm going to come along here. Here is 1 and 2. I'm going to come 1 and 4. There is my 1 and 4. and there is my 1 and 4. Now, what you'll also notice, if you bring this up, you will see it doesn't quite, well, it does, there it is. There's your 1 and 4 and your 1 and 2. So, again, I can bring it up from here, but I'm going to need this just now when I develop it. But now I can see, that's where it is. Exactly the same mark. So both ways, exactly the same. Oh, I haven't drawn it long enough. Just showing you. So I can draw it all the way through, over here, all the way through. Dark, hidden detail. Okay. Now, please remember, that joins to there. That joins to there. Okay. That joins to there nicely. Okay. But now I've also got this little line here. So I'm going to bring this one through. And it affects 3 and 2 here and affects 4 and 3 there. Okay, nice and simple. Okay, so if I bring this up, now remember, I'm going to darken it till it touches there. And darken. Darken. Okay. I can just come through here just for good measure and put my center line. Okay. Just for good measure if you really wanted to. That's my center line going through there. Okay. Now, let's come along and get started on my left view. Okay, so I'm going to start off. Already done my hexagon, so I'm going to come 3, 2, 4, and 1. Okay. So I'm going to start off with 1. There is 1, and I'm going to bring 1 up. Touches 1 there. Okay. 4, and I'm going to bring 4. Touches 4 there. 2. And 3 is going to 3. Okay. Just to help you remember, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to work for line. I'm going to start here. This is 1. So bringing 1 across, taking 1 up. Should have labeled it. But that's 1. Taking 1 across, and I'm darkening 1 to there. Okay, so I'm going to come to 4, bring 4 across. That is 4. Take 4 up. Okay, 4. I'm going to come along. I'm going to leave 3 for the time being, because 3 is hidden detail. 2. And I'm going to bring 2 up. So you'll see 2 is on the hidden detail line. So I'm going to darken 2 to there. Okay. Now please don't just go 2 doop doop doop, because remember that line in the middle has a break. And let's quickly do 3. That is 3. And that is 3. Okay. I'm going to come along here. This is nice and dark. Hidden detail. And dark. Okay. Now remember, we've got those little breaks in between. So there's my 1 break. Okay. I want to bring that all the way through. Sorry. So if you think about it, that break is on this line here. So this line, if I bring it through and I take it up, is this line over here. So I've got that little break there. Okay. This break, same line there. There. And there. Nice and simple going through there. Okay, now this line here, there, and this line here is there. So those are my 2 points. So what I'm going to do with that, from there, hidden detail it to 4, hidden detail it there, hidden detail to there, hidden detail it back into there. Okay. Okay. They asked us to develop, and they told us that AB was the seam. So we're developing the square surface. So I'm going to develop the square surface up at the top here. So I'm just moving my board a little bit up. Okay. Square surface. 1 and 4. Let me just grab my compass. I didn't realize I didn't have my compass. So they tell me that AB, so that is my 4. So I'm going to take 4. Okay, let's just do that. So I'm going to start here. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to start off with 4. That distance there. And I'm going to come and mark it. I might be a bit in trouble with 3, but we'll see. 4. Let's do 3 quickly. See if I'm in trouble. Oh, just made it. Oh, might be in trouble with 1. Let's see. Yeah, made it. And 2. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4. Now, if you remember, we went 4, 1 all the way around. So what I'm basically going to do, and this is the easy way of doing it, using this, I can see there's a dot there, so something is happening. From 1 to 2, something is happening. Two to 3, something is happening. And 4 to 3, something is happening. Okay. So, if you remember, 4 to 1, okay, we brought it up. So that there is my 4 to 1. So if I just do this, this is my 4 to 1, my 1 to 2, 3 to 4, and 3 to 2. So if we come along, 4 to 1, 1 to 2. Okay. That's what, 3 to 4. And 3 to 2. And there you go.